Hello Geeks! Welcome to the quiz where we dive into history, pop culture, and everything in between. Get ready to guess what came first and test your knowledge. Before we play, hit the subscribe button to join the party. Are you ready for the challenge? Alright, let's get started. Here's the first one. Which iconic cartoon character came first, Mickey Mouse or Bugs Bunny? Got the answer? Mickey Mouse it is. Mickey made his debut in 1928, while Bugs Bunny hopped onto the scene in 1940. Which invention came first, light bulb or airship? It's the airship. Airships first soared the skies in the mid-1800s, while Edison's light bulb brightened our lives in 1879. To the next round. Let's get artsy. Who holds the earliest title in art history, Pablo Picasso or Vincent van Gogh? It's Vincent van Gogh. He was born in 1853, while Picasso came along later in 1881. Alright, time to paint the next challenge. Alright gamers, this one's for you. Roblox or Minecraft? Don't Google it, trust your gut. It's Roblox. Released in 2006, while Minecraft dropped in 2009. Let's mine our way to the next question. Here's a superhero face-off for you, Superman or Spider-Man? And Superman wins. The Man of Steel debuted in Action Comics #1 way back in 1938. Spider-Man didn't swing into action until 1962 in Amazing Fantasy #15. Let's fly over to the next face-off. Alright sports fans. Football's Super Bowl or baseball's World Series? The correct answer is baseball's World Series. The first World Series was played all the way back in 1903, while the Super Bowl didn't kick off until 1967. Let's keep the game going with the next one. Which toy has been around longer, the Rubik's Cube or the Magic 8 Ball? It's the Magic 8 Ball. First introduced in 1950, while the Rubik's Cube puzzled its way into the world in 1974. Let's roll to the next round. Which prestigious awards ceremony came first, the Emmys or the Oscars? Of course, the Oscars. The first ceremony was held in 1929, while the Emmys started in 1949. Let's move to the next one. Here's a dramatic one. Which disaster happened first, the sinking of the Titanic or the Hindenburg disaster? It's the Titanic sinking in 1912. The Hindenburg disaster didn't occur until 1937. On to the next. Sci-fi fans, it's your time to shine. Star Trek or Star Wars? The answer is Star Trek. The original series premiered in 1966, while Star Wars hit theaters in 1977. Let's trek to the next round. Which iconic brand came first, Coca-Cola or Levi's? The answer is Levi's. Levi Strauss & Amp Company was founded in 1853. Coca-Cola, on the other hand, wasn't invented until 1886. Let's zip to the next question. Which tech innovation came first, email or websites? Email wins. It was introduced in 1971, while the first website launched in 1991. Here's a tasty one. Which fast food giant came first, KFC or McDonald's? The answer is KFC. Kentucky Fried Chicken was founded in 1930, while McDonald's didn't open its first restaurant until 1940. Board game lovers, here's one for you. Monopoly or Clue? Both have been ruining friendships for decades. You got it? It's Monopoly. Created in 1935. Clue, or Cluedo as it's known in the UK, followed later in 1949. Let's roll the dice on the next question. Which state joined the Union first, California or Arizona? California. It became a state in 1850, while Arizona joined much later in 1912. Next question. Which iconic automaker came first, BMW or Mercedes? Mercedes it is. Mercedes-Benz began in 1886 with Carl Benz's first gas-powered car, while BMW started in 1916, initially making aircraft engines before shifting to cars. Which video game character came first, Mario or Pac-Man? Of course, Pac-Man. He debuted in 1980, while Mario first appeared in Donkey Kong in 1981. Which canal was completed first, the Suez Canal or the Panama Canal? The Suez Canal. It opened in 1869, while the Panama Canal was completed in 1914. Moving on. Which came first, the Apple iPhone or Toyota Prius? The Prius. Released in 1997, a full decade before the iPhone in 2007. Who lived first, Alexander the Great or Julius Caesar? Alexander. He lived in the 4th century BCE, centuries before Caesar. Time to conquer the next question. Which invention came first, the phonograph or the radio? The phonograph. Invented in 1877, while the radio emerged in the 1890s. Which came first, the moon landing or color television? Color TV it is. It debuted in the 1950s, while the moon landing happened in 1969. Here's a digital showdown, YouTube or Facebook? The answer is Facebook. It launched in 2004, originally just for college students. YouTube came along a year later in 2005. Let's scroll to the next question. Which structure was built first, the Great Wall of China or the Roman Colosseum? The Great Wall. Its construction began in the 7th century BCE, long before the Colosseum in 70 CE. On to the next. Which happened first, the Titanic sinking or the Wright brothers' first flight? The Wright flight. It occurred in 1903, almost a decade before the Titanic sank in 1912. The Statue of Liberty or the Eiffel Tower? The Statue of Liberty. It was completed in 1886, 3 years before the Eiffel Tower in 1889. Which came first, Coca-Cola or the Brooklyn Bridge? The Brooklyn Bridge. It opened in 1883, while Coca-Cola debuted in 1886. Let's keep going. Which event came first, the invention of the printing press or Columbus's voyage? The printing press. It was invented in 1440, decades before Columbus's voyage in 1492. Let's move on. Which planet was discovered first, Neptune or Uranus? Uranus it is. Discovered in 1781, while Neptune in 1846. Which iconic skyscraper was completed first, the Chrysler Building or the Empire State Building? The Chrysler Building. Finished in 1930, a year before the Empire State in 1931. And that's a wrap on this episode. How did you do? Let us know your score in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more fun quizzes like this one. Thanks for playing, and we'll see you next time.